Hello, I am Lord Gob, the DM of the DC20 West Marches. Wrong thing. The DM of the DC20 Lost Mines of Phandelver Homebrew campaign. And a couple of our players are missing, but may come later. But we will go ahead and start with introductions. Jaku, please introduce yourself. A Blakcat first. Damn. Okay. Blakcat, can you introduce yourself?
Sure, this is Blakcat playing Tonē Thröq. Mind the silent Q.
Okay. Spring or Destroyer.
Hello, I'm playing Spring, the hero of our last episode.
Certainly. Um, and then Jaku is here playing Awake, but has his mic muted for a little bit. Cool. Mikaela might be showing up later, and Ash is not with us today for personal reasons, but that is fine. And I'll go ahead and put us back on Cragmaw, or actually no, let's just do the recap here first. So when last we left off, all of you guys had begun your siege of Cragmaw Castle, sneaking in through the back entrance, and slowly fighting your way through the castle, and allowing with Spring and his magnificent speed boost, being able to transport the hostages in and out of the castle, basically as soon as you found them, which was a huge boon to you guys, to not have to worry about them dying. And at the very end of the last episode, you had managed to get the final hostage out, which means that your mission is complete. On the other side, Sildar and the gang are I think they're probably going to start retreating from the castle now, as that was the goal. The hostages have been rescued. And over in the easternmost side of the thing, the king of the castle has just been shown to be present as Spring ran out with the final hostage, and overheard something of tense negotiation that was going on. So I'll move us back over to Cragmaw Castle and open up the initiative. Where were we? Okay. So based on the order, it kind of looks like we had just finished the first turn of combat. Right, cool. So, the goblins are about to go. Cool. Yes. I will go ahead and start rolling for them, I guess. It feels weird to get back into combat in the middle of an enemy turn. As the camera shifts back in, we hear once again the sounds of screaming, fighting, the clanging of swords on armor, and the slinging of spells as they soar through the air, causing various explosions and scratch marks, and singeing of fire. Awake, you are going to be targeted by a physical attack. As
I'm not gonna do anything in response.
Cool. Actually, here's a fun thing. The goblin in the back is going to grapple his ally and then use its movement to pull him up, so that he is no longer prone, because that is fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite little interactions.
So the goblin spellblade is going to make an attack with advantage against you, and spend an action point to increase his damage.
No, in fact, I will ray shield it.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. That is a 12 to hit.
That is a normal -2 and halved.
Cool. In that case, he deals 4 damage with his strike. So -2 is 2, halved is just 1 point of damage. And he'll go ahead and try that again, but at disadvantage at the time. With an 8 damages. So.
Barbarians, man.
Yes. 2 swings and a miss. As he slams his giant giant for him flaming sword against your shield as you effortlessly deflect the blow. The goblin soldier in the back is going to spend his last action point to give the goblin spellblade a help die, which is a thing that I've been forgetting they can do, honestly. Rage has 3 turns left, as you've just been slammed out with this guy with the sword. Your turn is up next. You can hear the sounds of other goblins who are upstairs and seemingly not getting into the fray, being that there is fire and a narrow staircase and a slime in their way.
Okay. I am in bull stance, so
Mhm.
with one AP, I will attempt to intimidate the spellblade. So
Cool.
/R 2d20 KH1 plus 5.
Okay.
Wait, is
and
Bless up?
Let me check.
It is.
It is.
So let me
yes.
add 1d4.
This is why we're taking
Bless seems to have 4 rounds left.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 27.
Probably will. That literally cannot pass that save. Yep. He is intimidated.
Okay. Then I will attempt to go for a. Shove. /R 2d20 KH1 plus 5.
Plus 4. Oh damn! You get 1
Damn.
space.
So let's see. He takes 1 damage and then 1 space, and then 1 space back into the wall. So that's 2 damage to him. And actually, what? No. In fact, you know what? Reduce that damage by 1 and knock him prone.
Cool. He takes 1 damage and falls prone as you slam your shield against him and he collapses to his knees.
Yep. And then with my final AP, I'm going to refill it. That's my turn's ending after this. /R 2d20 KH1 plus 4 plus 1d4.
If you're attacking, he'll raise shield.
That's a 22 to hit him.
I believe it should be brutal.
Okay, brutal hit is with a sword, and since he's exposed, okay, that should deal. Exposed, so plus so 4 base on a brutal, plus 1 exposed, plus 1 rage. That should be 6 damage to him, and I gain a stamina back, and my turn ends.
With your bastard sword, you grab it and is this the bastard sword?
Yeah.
Are you two-handing it?
Yeah. I basically currently I'm holding my shield in one hand, and then in my other main hand and one of my little hands, I'm two-handing my bastard sword, and then in my last hand, I'm using my whip staff.
Cool. Just be sure to remember that when you do your modifiers and stuff.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I did forget I was doing that, so that's a 24, actually. I'll have to remember.
Doesn't end up changing anything, but yeah, just remember. So you slam down on this guy, who...
Old versatile, I'm not used to 0.8 yet.
Cool. That interaction happens, the shield is raised. On this, enemy turn, I believe, that's going to be the big hobgoblin in the back, who is fighting with Mikaela. So let's go with the hobgoblin spellblade. And currently possessing a thrall. He has taken some damage though. I believe he passed his concentration save. But I think he's going to willingly end concentration as a free action, as he looks to Mikaela, who stands in front of him, and he is going to make an attack with his fire sword. I think Mikaela would sidestep, so she's gonna move over there, and impose disadvantage on this. He'll impose advantage, and he'll also do a smite. I believe... I don't actually have her character sheet on hand. So let me...
We all should have access to at least 1 shield's use.
True, but she sidestepped, because that's been her thing. I'm gonna run 2 characters simultaneously. Alright, what's Mikaela's PD? 13, okay, so that'll hit. And she will take a not insignificant amount of damage. As with one hand, the hobgoblin spellblade carves into her, and she begins to like erupt in flames. I think her vibe is disengage and then what's the thing? Faint, and then strike. But also she's low on health a little bit. So I think she's going to do a full disengage and just back up. to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and end up over there. And I'm just gonna have her dodge since she's not here, because she needs to get the heck out of dodge. On the enemy turn versus ally turn, I'll roll a d20 for the enemies. 8 is low. And then I'll roll a d20 for the allies. 15 is high. With a surge of power, the tank who's been standing in their way is brought low, as Sildar rushes forward and begins to shine with holy energy, slamming this archer back into the room, as they are unaware that their goal has been achieved. So they continue to push back the main or more elite force over on that side, and get some healing off as well. Round 8 happens, Bless decays, Tonē and Spring, you guys are up together.
Spring is gonna... He can't sprint or take the move action because he sprinted last turn, so let me double check actually.
Mm-hmm. Also, for the record, there is a wolf who is chasing after you, though is far behind.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. Giant one with the sonic attacks.
Yes. Did we get in through a door or crawl under rubble and stuff?
You
For the
crawled
same
under
things.
rubble and then I think cleared a path through. So,
I
this
would
is,
like to
unmitigated.
remake that blockage, please, because I have no movement or stamina to jump with.
You should have all reaction points though.
Yes, so I would like to try cause a landslide or something from
Okay,
the rubble.
Cool.
You can use 2 action points to get a stamina back also.
I can?
Yes, that is
Uh-huh.
a thing you can do.
Awesome. Then I'm probably gonna do my super jump again once I remember how I did it.
Cool. If you want to block off this thing, how are you going to do so? There's a lot of loose rubble that is kind of piled up near this weird pathway that's been carved through. So what are you doing to achieve this?
If I can get SP back, I'm probably gonna cancel that. So let's get Tonē to go first while I work out what I did last time.
Cool. Tonē, you are up.
Okay. Hold up, I see a giant pink line in the middle of the screen. Is that supposed to be there? Does it mean anything?
That is not. I'm gonna go ahead and here's what I'll go over here and try doing that. Is it gone?
Nope.
No, it's still there. No, it's not, and that's weird. Just go ahead and share your screen while you resolve your turn.
That's very strange. I don't see a pink line.
Yeah, me neither.
Alright, never mind then. I'll just ignore it. I wasn't sure if it meant something though.
It's not supposed to.
Okay, so now I see your line. Of these, I think there are 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are not prone?
The 2 on the left side. The soldiers.
Okay.
I forgot about that feature too, but I mean it's no biggie.
Which feature?
I brutal hit that goblin spellblade. We're level 2.
He'll take another. Oh, that's
Oh.
What am I missing?
Yeah, he needs to physical save against brutal blows.
Okay, cool. 1d20 plus 4. Failure.
Okay, he cannot speak until and loses his breath. And also he is impaired until he is impaired.
Goddamn, of course. Oh, I think I'll have to roll against being slipped. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say the 2 that are standing, or no. Only 2 of them needed to roll. So 1 of them will pass, and the guy in the back will fall prone. So the guy in the front is the only one who is still standing, and they all I think, take a point of fire damage from the grease. There's a sound of wind rushing as Tonē opens up his portals, and from his patron's massive hoard, 2 weapons are drawn.
Yes, the Falcon's Falchion and the Vampiric Bloody Great Axe, which what a great draw. Let's see. Okay, what I want to do is I want to throw one of them. Let's throw the. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I want to throw one of them at this guy. I can't. No. Kendra? What's happening? The guy that's not prone, but next to the Spellblade. And I will. Let's see. I'll spend 1 action point to throw the weapon, 1 action point to, and 1 action point to cast Lightning Blade. And I'm kind of hoping. Awake. I'm kind of hoping you'll move him on your turn.
Which one?
The one closest to you.
Oh, I can do that.
Their whole vibe is to raise shield. So, do your thing.
Yeah, I figured you probably would move him somehow. Okay, yeah. Let's throw the Falchion. I want to. Here.
Wait. Why are there 2 of me?
Because you wanted to have something to take notes in case you accidentally deleted your character again.
Right. No, I split myself. There's 2 of me on the battlefield now.
Okay.
A 22 is a brutal hit, and will bypass their PDR.
Heck yeah. Come on. And I would say I was two-handing that. I get a +2 if two-handed. But does that matter? Does that make it more?
In this case, it ends up being the same.
Okay. That's fine. I'm still going to... I mean, it doesn't matter if I two-handed or not, but I would.
How much damage
I think it's just 1. Because my height is the same, right?
Your height would be
the
same, yes.
Yeah, +1 damage if my height is different, or if my height is greater.
Right, I forgot. It's a weird
but it's the same. Well, it's cool.
Right, cool.
But, so 1 + 2, right? So 3?
1 + 2 makes 3. Yep, that makes sense. The dagger is implanted. Or, sorry, the falchion.
And, yes. And I'll spend my last 2 to throw the great axe against the other guy.
Okay.
And cancel out the disadvantage. This is... Or a measly... That's needs +4, but it's still going to miss.
Yeah, certainly.
But he will roll a save against bleed.
Cool. I believe it's +4 for them. 22, they pass.
Damn. Okay.
Cool. And
that's it for me.
I'll mark a symbol for Lightning Blade. Your turn is over. Spring.
Okay, I've got a cool idea, but I don't know if it'll work, so I'll need to run it by you. 2 AP becomes 1 SP.
Okay.
I immediately use that SP, and my 3rd AP to heroic leap
Okay.
8 spaces.
Nice.
Can I use an amount of hero points that you decide to get a second stamina so that I can apply heroic slam on the rubble above and cause the collapse as the wolf
Oh
is
my
running
god,
out?
that's great. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say if you spend 2 hero points, that happens automatically, and if you roll above a we'll say a 15 on your attack check, then that will roll above 15 or spend 2 hero points and guarantee it. Make your decision.
I will happily spend 2 hero points, yes.
Okay.
As
Spring
well as
leaves.
all my AP and SP and all that.
Okay. Hell yeah. Describe what happens, Spring, as you make your attack.
As he runs out the path they came in, hearing the wolf on his heels, although decently far behind, he puts... Who is it? Gundren? Yes, Gundren. He puts Gundren... Ooh, actually, no. He's going to use Gundren's weight to enhance the slam. So he crouches down and flexes his leg muscles as he jumps up above the tunnel they made as the wolf is coming down and slams on it, trapping the wolf below the rubble.
Okay. Hell yeah. And roll a physical save to see what happens to the wolf. On a 23, I'm going to say that it is able to avoid, itself being crushed by this thing. But the way is completely and entirely blocked off. As you all hear a massive slam and the crumbling of stone, as everything over here becomes a mess of heat and rubble. That is completely impassable. Hell yeah, well done. Anything else for your turn?
No, since I used everything to accomplish that.
Cool. I don't know if Ash had anything left in the tank, so I'm just gonna have her cast heal on Mikaela. Mikaela heals back to full. Because it's 3 base plus 1 for touch. Yeah. And then with her final action point, I think she's going to do a firebolt against her final action point. She'll do a firebolt against this guy over here, which will hit and deal some damage. He is not looking too great. The goblin soldier's turns. This guy, who is far enough back, is going to spend an action point to stand up, and with the remainder of that movement, stand up the goblin spellblade. And I think, honestly, looking how this is going, and the fact that I forgot to do something last turn, this will be interesting. You see like a look of like fear and frustration cross their faces as they're really not able to burn Awake down very much. Though the Spellblade is going to take his Terrified shot, spending action point for advantage to cancel out the 2 action points for advantage.
He's also impaired.
2 action points
He's
for
also
advantage. He'll spend all of his action points for advantage to utilize this strike as well as the D8.
I will
From the
stamina shield it.
Cool. 12. You take 1 point of damage.
-2.
Yep, you take 1 point of damage. He is going to basically start burning to death. This goblin is going to spend an action point to move and pull himself that way, and this guy off of the fire. So they're going to stop burning alive. This guy in front of you is going to dodge. Honestly. And then take a point of fire damage. Resetting the action points. As it looks like they're basically deciding, you know what, fuck this, let's go back up the tower and let them come to us. And then you guys hear that yell, like a deep guttural shout that like reverberates through the entire castle as King Grol is going to be entering initiative now. And he is going to act be after Tonē and Spring, but in between Ash. Just for the sake of things. Cool. Awake, you're up next. Rage goes a thing.
Okay. Well, you see this goblin soldier in front of me who's got Thunderblade on him.
Mm-hmm.
Slash. I'm going to as my turn begins, I'm going to swap to Mantis stance. Slash R. Then I'm going to grapple and add a throw on.
You have disadvantage because he dodged to make your shot.
No, I don't think.
It does.
Yeah,
it's
no.
weird.
Then in that case, I'll spend an additional one to roll flat to roll. No, actually, let's see. Mantis size bigger, and rage. So that'll be 4. So no, I won't. 3d20 KH1 plus 5 plus 1d4.
26 versus 18 is a success by 5.
Okay, so he rolls. So he
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
I'm throwing him at the goblin spellblade.
Cool,
Yes.
that will hit. Yep.
So he takes 2 thunder damage for moving, and then
Mm.
they collide with the goblin spellblade for
how many spaces?
Let's see, prime plus 1 total. So 4 spaces total. He moved 1, then collided with 3, so they should each take an additional 2.
Yep, seems legit. You hear the loudest slam in the entire battle thus far. As with the crash of thunder, they slam into each other and one of them dies.
Okay, I still have. Let's see. That was 2 AP there. No, there. So that puts me at 2, and then. Well, I forget what maneuvers is away. What do I have on awake?
To be aware of the oil that is on fire in front of you.
Oh, I know. Which is why I'm going to use the reach of my whip staff in whip form.
Nice.
So then slash R. Slash R. 1d20k and not 1d210. 1d20 plus 4 plus 1d4. That's a 21 to hit the soldier.
That'll be a heavy hit.
Okay, that is so that's okay. So
if you deal
he's
4
one space
damage,
away,
then he'll die
and
immediately.
rage.
Can you
It
deal
does
4 damage?
5.
Cool. All right.
It does 5. And then, you know what? Do I take the damage immediately for getting on the grease, or at the end of my turn? I forget. I think immediately.
I think the damage at the end of your turn, but if you step into it, you will risk falling prone.
Okay. Then in that case, with my last action point, I will simply dodge.
Cool. And I will
Also,
put
wait a
the
minute.
wind
Wait a minute.
denoting
Regarding
minor
that, yeah, minor dodge. So I forget when it comes to throwing people. Since I did I heavy hit the goblin spellblade with the soldier by throwing him?
No, because you weren't making an attack against his defense. I don't think so. I'm gonna look at the throw maneuver.
Throwing does have defense calculated into it. I just forget.
Yeah, I just don't think
I forget how that all works.
it's just you can only hit them if you reach the defense.
Okay. Then in that
That's
case,
my
I will be able to one-step.
understanding. I am gonna ask the devs about that though. And just drop in mechanics. Or can you just ask that in the DC20 mechanics channel for me?
Okay, give me just. I'm looking at the rules right now. If you throw a creature at a target, you must make an athletics check compared to the PD.
I read the rules. Can you ask the question in the mechanics chat? So that like ping Claudio. Because
rules discussion.
It's targeting PD, but it isn't an attack. So does it deal bonus heavy hit damage? I don't think so. But anyway, on this next enemy turn, the hobgoblin, who is actually grappled by Ash right now, is going to roll his physical save from last turn to resist the grapple. And on this turn, he's going to get very annoyed that he had to dismiss his thralls, or his ghost versions. So he's going to spend an action point to repeat the save to break the thing, which will fail. And I mean, I guess he'll just do it again at disadvantage because he wants to get out of her thing. There we go. So he slashes at the vines that are growing down around him and like grappling him by the waist down. And will just kind of like mutter under his breath. As he's going to go 1, 2, 3. End up right there. Look at Awake Mikaela and Ash. Sense that Ash is the one who has the Grove up and the Bless, and he will make an attack. Actually, no, you guys are all so clustered so nicely together. He'll spend his final action point to make a spell check, as he casts Burning Flames.
On who?
Against me?
He's gonna cast Burning Flames centered right here to hit all of you guys.
Yeah. He has disadvantage
Straight
against
down
me
the
in particular.
corridor.
Does
Yes, he'll have disadvantage against a couple of you. I think Mikaela, since she got her stamina point back, is also going to dodge that way. Or
I'm
probably
gonna
that
use
way.
shield. But does Ash have a shield thing? Shield item?
Ash does have a shield item. And since you said that she'll go ahead and use that, I will just
Well, I'm gonna use
mark,
mine too.
I'll just mark with a red bar that she spent an action point. Cool. They also have charges, so if you would like to make it be a lasting shield, you are able to do that. So this first D20 is for Ash and Tony. This one is for Awake, and this one is for Mikaela. So everybody's gonna take the first one. So it's a 20 against all of your physical defense. For Mikaela, that'll be a heavy hit. She'll take 3 damage. For Ash, let's see.
That is for me. That is a heavy. That is a heavy halved. So
Cool.
that's 3 so that's 2 damage.
Heavy hit. 3 halved. She will take 2. Take your damage. You are no longer minor dodging. And Tony, 20 against your PD. Calculate damage. Cool. And that will be the end of his turn. Mikaela on her
What's
turn.
the regular damage?
2 damage base.
Okay.
Mikaela on her turn is going to fire a bow at the spell. She's gonna taunt or feint first. That'll fail, unless he rolls in that one too. He does not. I think she'll try that again. This time with disadvantage because her bonus is just so goddamn high. 2d20. Okay, 01 plus 7. She will get 2 stamina back from this. Regardless, and it's like +4 or something. Yeah, so that's fine. She will do a bow attack and a whatever strike she has, I forget what it's called. And try to
Debilitating?
Debilitating strike, yes. That'll hit, be a heavy hit. He will take 1, 2. I believe that should be 3 damage. And he will roll a save against being probably exposed, which he will pass as he gets a shot in like the shoulder, and he's beginning to bleed out, very close to being dead. And I do believe that I didn't take the King Grol's turn. Or did I? No, add
You didn't
initiative.
when he joined initiative, and
Yes.
he's further down, so
Cool,
he hasn't
cool.
had a turn yet.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna roll 2d20. First one is for your enemies. Second one is for the allies. Okay. I'm gonna say that you guys can be confident now that the tank has been defeated and that your allies in the back have fully completed their side of the mission and are just waiting on you guys to get out. And I will stop rolling for them. And I'll just go ahead and note allies. So 1 there. There's 1. This has been a brilliant siege, and you are not at all obligated to see this out. Blessed with a K. Tony and Spring, you guys are up together.
Spring is just gonna run around a quarter of the castle and let them know that all the villagers have been evacuated as far as he knows.
Are
Other
you
direction.
running this way? Okay, cool.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. If you're spending your whole turn to do that, then you can just fully. I think it's like an action point to get there, an action point to get like there, and then an action point to get there if you want to get inside. But if you're just going like around the
Yep.
outside, you can probably just like shout at them through one of the various windows or whatever. Yeah. So I guess just go ahead and make me a a theater check, which would be just charisma. To grab their attention in the amidst the chaos.
Theater performance.
Charisma,
Where's
if you
that
don't,
gone?
it's a trade. So if you don't have it, then it's just charisma.
Definitely don't have that. Influence is probably the closest, which is a 0.
Which I'll have to go ahead and zoom out a wee bit. Okay. With a 13, I'm gonna say that they have begun the process of backing up. But you know, they still have to leave without getting themselves hurt. But they are aware now. So cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and is there anything else you want to do with your turn? I'll say there was like 2.5 action points to get here, so 3 movements, and you have a little.
Let's use 1 sprint so that I now have 2 AP instead of just the 1.
Cool.
Who of the enemies is in visible range from where I am?
From
Nobody
where
at the moment.
yeah. Most of the remaining combat is either through tight corridors and hallways of the castle, or way over on the other side.
Yes. Okay. I am just gonna hopefully run through and start opening doors to make a path for our party.
Cool. Yeah, sure. So you can get like probably like there, and have there be a clear path out. I don't know, if you wanted to, you could probably get somewhere where you could open like this door, and that door with your turn.
Yes, let's do that.
Cool.
Gonna squeeze past Tonē.
Yep. As you are just like kind of skittering around along the road like a fucking spider at massive speed. Tonē, you are up next.
Okay. Is Ash gonna shoot another firebolt at this guy?
Nicely done.
What? I asked, is Ash gonna shoot a firebolt at him?
Oh, is Ash? It's I decided to break up her turn with King Grol just to make it easier to like handle things. I mean, I guess that was kind of an arbitrary decision on my part. She'll do it. And we'll miss, and then we'll try that again with her last action point. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. We'll say that she spends the rest of her turn wiping him out. As she's just going to summon a massive hurl. She's going to take the residual fire from the fire that he just casted, and then immolate him completely in it, as he just burns to death.
Nice. Are we retreating with Spring, or are we gonna keep fighting
That is your decision.
Loot the castle? I'm asking the rest of the party.
The plan that we had when we came was just to save everybody, not eliminate all the goblins and such.
I mean, if y'all want to, I'm fine with that. And
Yeah, Spring is just acting that we're escaping now that we've got them all, unless somebody tells them otherwise.
How are we doing in terms of sieging the castle from what we can see / hear?
You have achieved your objective, and you have basically eliminated like a good third of their active fighting force. There's still like 2/3 of them upstairs that are kind of backing off, because you guys have them at this choke point. Though you get the sense that if they were to like fully engage and they like, if they saw this as being a full-on siege, and like if we gotta kill or we have to either kill or be killed, you don't know that you could take them all at once. If you manage to keep taking them in like small squads at a time, maybe. But if you got to the point to be an all-out battle, you would probably at least suffer some losses.
I mean, we could at least kill King Grol. He's down on the floor here.
He is down on the floor here.
That would weaken their chain of command. Meaning, like if we do want to like wipe them out and take over the castle, we can like if we take out King Grol now, that means we can retreat to a nearby area, and then as we weaken their chain of command, and then pretty much then come back out the next day to just finish the job. Because they won't have time to recover from this if we kill King Grol.
Yeah.
You also remember that you do have a goblin ally who, once Grol is deposed, could very well take the throne and end the raider threat, potentially.
So yeah, I say we kill King Grol at the very least.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay. Do you do so inside the castle, or are you going to... you guys could go to the throne room and fight him. You could back up and potentially... if you go into the throne room, then you will be flanked by the goblins coming down the stairs and Grol in his throne room. If you back out, then the guards might end up...
Isn't he right here?
Yes. But if you guys leave the hallway that has the goblins in a choke point, then they will begin to flood down the stairs.
Okay. In that case, if you want, I can guard the choke point while the rest of you go take out Grol. They won't get past me.
Especially with the greasy fire. That seems fine to me. When Ash killed the whatever the guy was, can I use a reaction to give myself health back?
Definitely.
Okay, and that applies to this turn or the next turn?
That will apply to this turn.
Okay, so I have 2 action points to use then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll use a minor action to summon 2 more weapons. Easy choice to do. I got the Unholy Bone Knucks and the Ice Dragon Lance, which is a pretty good draw. Am I able to see this guy? Like, actually, no. I want to Hunter's Mark him, but I think I probably have to move to be able to like see him. Okay, or move in order to do that. I don't necessarily have to see him, I guess. But is there? I think. Okay, let me ask this because I can't see him. Could I move to like over here somewhere? I only have 4 spaces of movement.
He is currently behind this
use...
wall. You would have to get all the way up to the doorway in order to see him at this point.
Right, but would I be able to not delay? Yeah, like would I know that he's like potentially coming? Would I like? Is that something that I could know?
And Spring probably would have pointed out where the enemies he left.
Okay, perfect. Then that's what I'll do with my other 2 action points.
Cool.
You move over here somewhere.
On the turn of King Grol, his pet wolf is also going to go. Snarl. So he is going to yell something at the person across the table from him, which can't clearly make out. And then he will go 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this door open? I think it is. So your readied actions would happen now. And I'll say since you're hunkering down to do this, you do not have to worry about cover.
Sure, sounds good.
Your held actions trigger. You can do whatever you want. And then he's going to take 1, 2, stand there as he steps through here. And you hear him say, "You insolent wretches! How dare you intrude upon my home? You will suffer." Let's go with K and G. And Grol. You're being attacked by a physical attack. Tonē.
Okay. I will use shield.
Alright. You watch as he raises what is effectively like a greatsword in one hand, and he prepares to slam it down on you. You see that all of the other goblins look absolutely fucking terrified. As he's going to make an attack check against you right now. Please make me a physical saving throw. Damn, that sucks.
11 misses.
Cool.
11 is a miss.
Physical save, please.
What physical is athletics?
Might or agility. It's the save thing.
Or it's a saving throw. Okay, so +4. 15.
Cool. A 15 will, alas, fail. As he slams his massive greatsword into you and isn't able to penetrate your armor, you see that his sword is enchanted in a number of ways. And that as you fail this physical save, let me go ahead and check what it is actually doing. See, this would be... Where is that? Come on. Cooperate with me, please. Okay. So, as he slams this massive blade into you, you see that it begins to like glow in this color as you are going to be blinded for 1 round, which means that you are both hindered and exposed and cannot see him. As it like does this massive like almost like flashbang as it slams into you. Now that you're blinded, he will just try to make a normal attack against you with his sword with his 3rd action point.
Okay, it was a lasting shield.
I assume a 15 will miss.
No, a 15 would hit, but it was a lasting shield.
With a lasting shield, that means it adds to your PD for the rest of the whatever.
Does shield add to my PD?
Yeah, the shield cantrip gives you +5 PD for a duration of time.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. The thing that Awake
DC will be 17.
is a different thing. Cool, yeah. So with the 17, so if your PD 17, a 15 will miss. As he's attempting to slam into you with this massive sword, but you have this arcane ward about you that he is unable to penetrate. So with his last action point, he's going to point the sword at Awake. Please make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no! SR, D20 +1.
DC 17.
Oh no!
Okay. With a 7,
You can use grit, right?
You can use grit. I allow grit as a reroll, but raw that doesn't work. But I allow it as a reroll.
Well, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Or a hero point.
So you see King Grol point his sword at you as it begins to glow with enchantment magic, and he narrows his eyes, snarling, and he says, "Strike him!" And then like swings his sword to point at Tonē. And for a brief moment, you see like Awake's head eerily turn toward you. Before you see like a flicker of that kind of the when Awake went inert during the previous battle. You see like a flicker of that losing control of himself, as that is enough to like break break the mind control, and you are able to maintain your grasp on yourself. Ash, at this point, I don't know any of her spells. I am going to say that she's going to make a spell check. Yes, you cannot see. Tonē. I'll drop the blind thing on you for 1 round. She's gonna make a spell check to attempt to heal awake. Oh, she has to make a Constitution save, or mental save to maintain concentration. So that would be her mental save plus D4. She has to roll at least. Okay, Bless stays up. And she is going to then make a heal check. She'll does vines. Hold on. Growth. Does the Druid vine thing take 1 or 2 action points?
I think it takes 1. If you're talking about
It
the
does
grappling,
only
I think
take
it's
one.
only 1.
No, I'm talking about the healing thing. It only takes 1, which is good. So awake, you are going to heal, for 3 hit points, I think. Yes. At the start of every turn, you're going to heal 1 extra hit point. And I'll put a timer for that.
You know what? Let me, I know it doesn't matter, but let me add this onto that save from before. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So that's gonna start at 5, and then count down on each of your turns. So that's her first action point is to do that. Her second action point is going to be to attack Grol with Firebolt and then cause him to burn.
How long does this grease have left? Because I don't want to burn or slip.
I think it's going to end when Bless ends. Because I don't remember. With a nat 1,
Okay.
Ash will become exposed and then minor dodge to cancel out the exposed. Cool. And on the turn of the Goblin Soldiers, you see another squadron drop down. This time they have 2 soldiers and a shaman with their 2 soldiers, a shaman, and a spellblade with them. Very crammed up in this corner over here, but they're all in kind of like rank order. And you see that the shaman is going to cast an ice spell and attempt to like spell duel this. I don't know. I want Goblin Shaman. Spell duel degrees. 1d20 plus 4, which alas will not succeed. So he'll just kind of be frustrated at that. And then he'll shoot a Cybolt at you awake. With his last 2 action points.
Cybolt? Okay,
Yes.
that I cannot shield that. Okay,
You
that
do
is
have-
a.
I think you should shoot you. Wait, no, you didn't get a bracelet because. Yeah, so yeah. 22 against
I do
PD.
have psychic resistance. I have an amulet of psychic resistance. That is
I don't know where
heavy.
you got
that is
that,
a
but okay.
The
Cool.
very first session, when we met Gundren, he gave us each a magic item. I have an amulet of psychic resistance.
Okay.
So that's a heavy hit.
Okay. On a heavy hit, you will take I think 2 points of psychic damage. That'll be the shaman's turn. Spellblade is gonna spend an action point to extend attack and then make an attack with advantage against you.
Wait, is that 2 already halved or no?
It's psychic damage. You don't have it.
Okay. Well, no, I have the amulet of psychic resistance.
Oh,
remember?
is it resistance or resist 1?
On my
Does it
sheet,
say?
I have not touched. Let's see. Necklace of psychic resistance. This
Yeah,
says
I don't
resistance.
remember you mentioning a number value when you mentioned
Okay.
resistance necklace.
Then it would probably be half because you would want to have like half against a lot of things. So I probably thought it made sense to extend that into Mystic a little bit. So you'll take 1 point of psychic damage then.
Okay. Yay.
The Spellblade is going to extend attack, spend action point for advantage, and then power attack this. So, 14 against PD.
Against my PD, that is a
Yep.
normal.
Okay. On a normal hit, you will take 2 or 1 slashing, 2 fire. So 2 damage. And then the soldiers are gonna go ahead and dodge, I guess, because they can't reach you. Rage decays. You regain 1 hit point from wild growth. You're up now. Awake.
Okay. Yep. Oh, and I was heavy, so that's a 2 stamina. What to do? So, 1 HP from wild growth. Let me add that on. 7. Okay, I'm going to intimidate King Grol /R.
Okay.
great
2d20
idea.
KH1 plus 5 plus 1d4.
As you attempt to do so, you see that in his experienced, war-hardened demeanor, he has some resistance to intimidation.
Damn. Oh man.
He rolls with advantage when being intimidated. Or feared,
Okay,
or
so that's
rattled,
one.
whatever else. He
So in that
snarls at
case-
you. I fear not your puny. I do not fear your puny selves.
Awake started
So-
inflating to try be bigger, and then he just glared at him
Okay,
and
so I
deflated.
forget with wild growth. Do I just have to start my turn in the growth, or do I have to stay in it the whole time?
Let's see. Each time they end your turn within your domain.
Okay.
Oh, do I get plus 1 HP then?
Nope. Just the person that you casted it on.
In that case, I
Oh.
will. That grease is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yes, the consequences of your actions.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 AP to move.
Mhm.
Not that. Okay. Get you right here. Then I'm going to grapple and add on a throw to this grapple with stamina.
You have disadvantage too because they full dodge twice.
Oh, never mind then. In that case, I will stay there.
Yeah, the soldiers just dodged because they're in the front of the line and are like, well, I can't do anything else.
I'm trying to think about this.
Could
in that
you
case,
spend an AP to put out a single square of grease?
I forget if you can do that. I don't think you can.
If you want to try to do something, I might make you risk being lit on fire. But it makes sense that you can put it out somehow.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm going to for a attack with my whip staff against King Grol staff form. So whip form. I mean, slash R. Actually, no. I can just do this.
You, alas,
Damn it.
missed terribly. You swing your whip staff and
Okay.
he parries you with his blade.
Then in that case, oh fuck it. I will with my bastard sword. I will go for a heroic leap on King Grol. Because this is a dual wield. So boom, and then I land in the grease. Oh boy.
You are more than welcome to land here if you want to land here instead.
I need to land in the. I need to make.
Oh, cool.
I have 1 AP. I have 1 AP left. I can end there by moving. Okay, so yep. Then that's slash R. D20 plus 6
I think he'll
plus
spend
1
an action
D4.
point to parry this, and that's his save. He does not fall prone.
Oh. Okay, that is so. Yeah, what kind of hit is that?
You roll a 21. With a parry, that will hit.
Okay, normal. So that is 2. So that's 2 slashing damage against him.
Cool. He will take 2 slashing damage.
Yep, and then I will spend my last AP to move back to here.
Cool. All right. So, you do so, and as you do that, he is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
I will
this time, as he
stamina
swings
shield
his
it.
sword, you see that it will like glow with black energy. Please make me a might save. You pass the might save.
Nat 20. That is a normal -2.
Normal -2. Okay. You are gonna take have you take 1 point of damage. As you feel him swing with the greatsword, it glows with black energy, and you feel like a massive like shove that would were you a man of lesser constitution, it would send you flying. But you are awake, the immovable wall, as you are unfazed by his attempt to fling you. Anything else?
No, that's my last one.
Cool. I'm not sure what this enemy turn here is. Oh, I forgot to move the wolf. Wolf is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. 1, and it'll get there. Tony, you have half cover, but you are being targeted by a physical attack. And please
I
make a
believe I
physical
still have
saving.
shield.
Cool. Please make a physical saving throw against bleed.
14, 3, 17.
Oh, not 20.
You are fine. Yep, that'll be the rest of his turn. Mikaela on her turn. Mikaela on her turn. Has a lot of random items. Do you guys remember whether or not she took a boomstick?
I don't remember.
From where?
I mean, when you guys were delivering the stuff off, you guys had a bunch of boomsticks in your possession for some period of time. Do you think that she took one? Do you remember if she mentioned taking one?
She might have tried to swipe one at the beginning, but I don't remember when we delivered them.
Okay.
Knowing Mikaela, she probably wouldn't have taken any of them.
Yeah, because she's an honorable rogue. I think she's seeing the goblins coming up the stairs and wants to cause a cave-in, but doesn't have any explosives with her. So I think, what can she do? I wonder if she has any items in the thing that she gave me. She does not. So yeah, I think she's just going to go ahead and try to debilitate and expose King Grol. So here is our feint versus Grol's charisma or insight. So there's that. She feints. She would get movement on that, but she's going to attack with her bow, and is going to I keep forgetting bless on all the stuff. She's going to make an attack check, which will hit him. He will take 2 points of damage. She is then going to he is then going to roll a physical save, which he will fail as he becomes exposed. She fires an arrow into his eye, and with her last action point, she's going to take another shot for a straight roll. 7 will miss. I believe she should be at 1 stamina point right now. Your allies in the back have, with knowledge that their quarry has been saved, are going to begin to back up, slamming the door behind them, and you see the caster among them do some sort of like stone magic as he causes a cave-in behind them on their side. Round 10 of this combat, Blast, Decays, Spring, and Tony, you guys are up together.
Could you remind me how small this hole was that the Cinderbird crawled through? Flew through?
I think it's like half a space, so you could be prone and get through there if you want to.
And what was happening with the thistleback? It was still chained up, right?
Yeah, it isn't changed, and it's like pulling at them, but can't manage to break them.
Okay, because I'm thinking I'm gonna, what's it called? Go around the back of King Grol.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely, like, with your movement, make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you could get within range to set this thing free if you knew how to break the chains or undo them or whatever.
Oh no, I'm not freeing the thistleback. I don't know enough about it yet. No. No, I'm thinking of going around and fighting.
Oh, okay.
Also, I saw you double counting squares. Is that because of difficult terrain or something else?
Because of being prone to get through the hole.
Does crawling actually cost more movement?
Yeah, when you
Didn't
are
find it
prone,
cool.
you are considered as being slowed, which makes each space cost 2. This one, 2,
Ah, right, slowed. I forgot that was a
4,
thing.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12.
Yep, 11 is correct. So yeah, let's get there first. So that's 1 AP.
Are you going to attack the king dude?
That's what I'm debating. Would it... Wait, let me double check what the analyzed creature type of check is. A knowledge
It's a
check.
knowledge check, yep.
So I could do nature. Could I quickly analyze creature on his wolf? At least I think it's a wolf by the picture.
Yep, sure.
To see how well it's trained and what it would likely do if its master dies.
Sure, make me a knowledge check. Oh, I'm being called. Give me 1 moment. Let me pause the recording. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. You did analyze creature.
Success by 5.
Cool.
Will it run away if its master dies? Is my main question.
I think technically there should be combat ends after this makes sense. So, success by 5. Will it run away if its master dies? Okay. I'm gonna say, you get the sense that it might run away if it thinks like the battle is unwinnable. You do not get the sense that this wolf is mistreated.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I definitely didn't think of that.
You also will know that it is a well-trained wolf in general, and would seek out self-preservation just by the nature of being a living being. But yeah.
Then with that, I think I will help fight the king.
He is currently exposed due to Mikaela.
Yep. I'm gonna convert 2 action points back to 1 SP. Actually, wait, let me double check. I will not Hunter's Mark yet. Oh wait, I succeeded on the knowledge check, so I gain a stamina, yes.
Yes.
Haha, which means I can Hunter's Mark them now.
Nice.
So the king is double Hunter marked.
Nice.
And you said it was exposed. Who gets benefits from exposed? Daggers. Good.
Who gets benefits from exposed?
Yes. I'm gonna stab him in the back with my dagger.
Nice.
And I'm going to maybe add a maneuver. No, I'm not, because I don't have enough resources. So, regular attack. Concealed. I think I have advantage on the first attack with Hunter's Mark. Yes, so that's 2 advantage. Last AP for a 3rd advantage, giving me 4 dice.
Cool. So, strike, advantage action point, exposed, and Hunter's Mark. With a 20, that is a normal hit.
Nice.
With sword, I believe there should be 2 damage. Spring?
Sorry, you said heavy hit. That is 1 base heavy. Ignore PDR because of Hunter's Mark. And because of the heavy, I get a help. Not a help. Yes, a help die.
It is not a hit. This is a normal hit.
Oh, normal hit. Then
Yes.
that's just 1 damage.
Plus sword thing, which makes is 2, right? Because he's exposed.
Oh, right. Yes, the passive damage, not
He's also
adding the
flanked.
maneuver.
He
I
is not
think.
flanked because you guys are adjacent to each other.
We got a wall between us.
I know, but if you're gonna say that, then I'm also gonna give him half cover. Because this is like
No,
a
I meant
half
for
angle.
me and Tony.
Yeah, but if you're attacking through a doorway right now, so if you're going to ignore the fact that that should give some kind of cover, then I'm going to ignore that you guys should not be flanking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not flanking.
I
Cool.
thought he was here, which technically
No,
I
that's
guess
the
is
wolf,
still not
not me.
flanking. But
Yeah. So flanking doesn't apply. Tony, you're up. I think because spring is out.
yep, okay.
Yes.
You are currently blind. Sorry.
Help die because I know it wasn't a heavy hit.
It wasn't
Never
heavy
mind.
yet. Yes, his PD is high as hell. He is the big boss.
The blind
You are blind, so that
the
means you
blind
are.
doesn't go away.
It goes away at the end of your turn. So you are exposed, you are hindered, and your movement is slowed unless you have someone leading you. So very bad.
Right. I thought it ended at the start of my turn, so I'm not prepared at all. Fuck.
Sorry.
And hindered is what I have disadvantage on attacks
Yes.
because I can't see.
Correct.
Okay. So I basically get to spend a turn dodging. That's fun.
I mean, hey, if you don't want to do that, you can totally give help actions or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, actually.
You can give help actions, you can move, you can dodge, you can cast heal, which could be very useful. Or that it would still. Does it give you disadvantage on spell checks or specifically attacks? I think it's spell checks also, so that wouldn't work actually. But at least you would be getting something definitely from hindered, from the heal spell. Sorry.
Okay. So
Oh
I
no,
guess
hindered is specifically attacks, so heal would be fine.
yeah, but heal is 2 AP. I don't want to spend 2 AP. I only have 3. I don't want to spend 2 AP on heal.
Cool.
Considering
You will.
I can't move anyway, and I want to hold an attack. Just kind of a weird way to break this, but whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's weird.
I'm
That is weird.
thinking I'll do a full dodge for 2 AP and then hold an attack. Hold an attack against the king guy. I guess when he attacks, it can only be. What are the rules for this? It has to be he attacks me,
What are you trying to do?
or he has to have one target or something.
What are you trying to do?
I want to attack King Grol when he attacks one of my allies.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to do that with the Ice Dragon Lance.
Awesome. I will just, as a PSA, you are in melee, if that bothers you.
It does, but I can't move. So
Valid. Yes. I don't think we said that you... Did we say that you aren't able to make melee... Did we say that there was something with weird with melee attacks? Or that you just generally don't make melee attacks with your weapons?
I generally don't make melee attacks with my weapons, but
Okay, but
I
we
wouldn't
need...
be against adding some mechanical disadvantage to that
Okay.
in exchange for a mechanical advantage for something else.
Okay. I think
I would imagine trying to aim a portal that's above your head into a person right in front of you is difficult because you can't see the angle.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove bleeding as your turn ends. King Grol is here. He's exposed. He is angry.
Um,
And I mean, you
Can I
are.
use my minor action to draw a
may.
weapon?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Um,
cool, done.
King Grol only has 2 action points left at this time. So I mean, hey, you're dodging, and he doesn't like that, so he'll go ahead and attack Spring instead. Spring, you're being targeted by a physical attack check. And
Physical. I am definitely going to what's it called? Parry. I might shield as well. No, I will just parry.
you can only do 1 reaction at a time, but parry, cool.
Oh right, I forgot that was a thing. 1 reaction per trigger.
Yep. Okay, that is a 27 against your PD.
Hey, that's only a heavy hit now instead of a brutal.
So you're going to take 3 points of 3 or 4. Hold on, that. I think he is. Yeah. You can take 4 points of slashing damage. As he carves into you with the sword. And then he's going to spend his last action point charging up his magic. And that will end his turn.
Let me double check how much grit I have left. I have 1 grit.
Cool. Do any calculations just by yourself.
Yes.
I think Ash is going to spend this turn to make some more domain spaces, since those are hurting. And so she will put 1 there and 1 there.
Put up.
Mhm.
I used my held action to attack King Grol
Do so.
and rolled a 16 with the Ice Dragon Lance.
Physical save.
Oh wait,
He fails.
he's not exposed anymore.
He's exposed until Mikaela's turn
Is it?
because of her magic, her rogue thing.
Okay, then I get a extra d20. Which is a 5. So it's terrible.
Brain thinking. He rolled an 8, so he is flanked and also slowed. And I don't have a gun for slow, so I'll do cobwebs. As he's just like stacked with conditions right now. And a 20-something will hit him. It'll be a heavy hit. What's your final roll?
Did I roll?
What is your final roll?
16.
16. Okay, that'd be a normal hit then.
Yep. 1, and I think he rolls a save against being slowed and
Flanked. He failed.
flanked.
So he is now slowed,
That's-
flanked, and exposed for a little bit.
Heck
So
yeah.
1, 2, 3. You know what? There is enough domain in this whole space that I'm just going to make a box, cover like basically this entire area, because I don't want to have to deal with counting squares. You guys see a massive burst of the stones in the castle begin to quake as a massive volume of plant matter erupts from the ground, wrapping around everything with this kind of like orangey glow that accompanies all of the magic that Ash does. 1 moment, please. Pause the recording. Okay, we're back on. I was taking Ash's turn. She did the whole grove thing. I think she'll spend her next couple of action points, getting healing up on everybody, and then be almost
Okay,
tapped
good.
out of mana. And she's going to make a spell check with. She's gonna make a spell check. Tony, you can regain 4 hit points, I think. One, no,
Okay.
3 hit points. And then she'll also do the same for Mikaela, which will fail. She'll try that again. And Mikaela will regain 2 hit points. And both of you guys will have wild growth going. So let me set up wild growth.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Did you get your health back awake when you ended your turn?
Let me do that. Yeah.
And then I'll
That
go ahead
might
and
save you.
set this one for Mikaela. Yeah, cool. That'll be her entire turn. The turn of the Goblin Shaman. He is going to attempt once again to dispel the grease by casting an ice spell, which will still fail. He will try that again at disadvantage because he is really annoyed that it's getting in the way. And that will be high enough. And the grease disappears. Alright. And apologies if there is background noise, because I know there is. So that'll be them. The goblin soldiers are going to spend an action point to advance. One of them is going to stand here. The other one is going to stand there. And the Spellblade will stand there. Then they're going to give him a help die, and Awake, you're being attacked by physical attack.
I'm not going to do anything against it.
H1 plus 4. He's being helped by 2 of his companions.
It's fine. It's fine. I have a plan in mind.
So move, attack with advantage, power attack, plus 2d8, 31 against your PD.
Is this a special help from the soldiers? Because shouldn't
Nope,
that be
they're-
1d8, 1d6?
There's 2 soldiers.
That is beyond brutal too. That's
beyond
beat
brutal
by
2.
20.
So that's plus 4 damage then, right?
Yeah, halved, of course. It's all halved.
Yeah. So 3 slashing and 4 fire becomes 2 slashing and 2 fire, which is 5, I think.
No, that's 4. 2 and 2.
3 slashing, 4 fire becomes 2 and 2 makes 4 not 5. Thank you. Cool. And that'll be all of their turns. Rage is now over. You regain 1 hit point from wild growth.
Okay, I will. I thought rage. Did we ever figure out when rage exactly ends?
I believe anything that lasts for a number of rounds ends when that person's the turn of the person who started it, when their turn begins. Then that effect ends.
Double check real quick, but I think you're right. Classes, barbarian.
It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
We can debate it later, but that's gonna be my logic for now.
Okay.
That's fair.
Then in that case, I'm going to I'm in Mantis, so as turn begins. I am going to. I'm going to activate rage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go for a bastard sword attack, moving this way. I know that procs opportunity attacks from 2 of them. That's fine.
Okay. The Spellblade is going to make his attack with advantage against you as you step out of his range. And the soldiers do not make opportunity attacks.
That's a heavy.
On a heavy hit, you will take 1, 2, 3. So 3 fire and 1 slashing.
Okay, so half to 2. Okay.
Yeah, that should be a total.
Bastard.
That should be a total of 3 damage.
Okay. Oh, good God. Yep. Then so bastard
That
sword
wild
attack
growth is coming
against
clutch.
6 plus 1d4.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You do have hero points.
0 point.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh my God!
Wow. You're free to use as many as you would like until you get the. You don't have a flank, by the way, because of the ice spear.
Oh,
and
so
also
that's,
Oh, yeah.
That's a 23. Yeah. That's a
23 will be a heavy hit.
Okay. Get stamina
Goodness.
back. So that is so that cost me 2 hero points. Let me just go ahead and mark those.
I want you to describe what it looks like as you use your hero points. What's happening here?
Awake is just like brilliant. Like he is just extending. He's basically just extending his body a little bit, not enough to get extra reach, but he's just like really trying to breach his defenses. Is just everything, and then he manages to slip through. Okay, that's a heavy hit. So that is okay. He's exposed right now.
Until Mikaela's turn, yes. Exposed and flinched.
Oh, let me roll another one then, since I didn't realize he was exposed.
I will just give you back a hero point. Since you used 2, we'll say that the first 2 were with advantage. The first 2 rolls.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So that is, let's see, 3 on heavy, plus 1 exposed, plus 1 rage. That is 5 slashing to him.
Cool. He will take 5 slashing.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to spend an AP to grapple him. Oh boy. And I'm going to use stamina to add takedown onto this.
Alright.
So,
this is important. He'll spend an action point to give himself advantage on this. And this would be a
slash
athletics
R.
check, which would be
4d20
7.
KH1 plus 5 plus 1d4.
Ooh, that was a bad roll. Nice. He is taken down.
Yep. Then I'm going to spend an AP to, you know what? I'm going to then in that case, let's see, size bigger, rage. That would be 2 right now, minus 1. I'm just going to attempt to shove him.
Okay.
So that'd be 2d20. Oh my
Damn.
God!
Okay, let's see what he gets. That's a success by 15, so that's plus 3 damage.
So yep, he's just going straight into the wall. So let's see, that's 1 space plus 3, so that is just 4 extra bludgeoning damage to him as he just.
Awake barrels forward, slams down his sword, pierces through his defenses, and then just keeps going with one massive slam. He is on the ground in the corner, being bludgeoned to death.
Okay.
Nice turn.
Then I'm going to put away my whip staff. Then I'm going to use a minor action to put away my whip staff, get out a level 2 healing pot, and then use my last AP to drink it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Ooh,
then plus the wild growth one. Okay, back at 6.
I'm just gonna check something real quick. So what's interesting about that is I believe that the object action does proc opportunity attacks, which is weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
so,
I will take it since the healing goes through anyway. I will take it.
Okay, cool. He's also prone, which will factor into decisions. I don't think they're gonna bite on that actually. But cool. Just know that he could have. that in a better situation they could have. Mikaela will heal a little bit. She is going to, I think, disengage from the goblins to get her stamina points back, and get free movement to move there. She's gonna spend one of her health potions, so mark it off of the sheet, like the droop sheet or whatever.
I
have both
like
spent.
the ones I've gotten since town. I've been marking on my sheet. I'm not sure like because I didn't know we were still using the group sheet, but I've been.
Mikaela's spending health potion. I don't know how you guys are organizing your inventory.
In that
She's
case,
spending one.
yeah, no. In that case, I'll level 1, level 2, what?
I think she'd spend level 2 because it's a dire situation.
Okay, so that puts me at 0.
Bow attacks would be a disadvantage here. Does she have a weapon? You guys remember if she does or not?
I don't remember using one before.
Quarters. She does have a quarterstaff.
Oh, to attack the king.
Well, she gets so much movement from doing cunning action that she can just fully go over beside him and whack him with a quarterstaff. So I think she's going to do that. And he is no longer exposed, so she will go ahead and do debilitating strike to attempt to fix that. Sorry?
Did you knock him prone?
He
Yeah,
did, yes.
he's prone.
So then he would be exposed from that.
Yes, but debilitating exposed is not up. So
Yeah,
she's
okay.
going to make
Okay.
she disengage. She'll do a feint check against his insight and succeeds. So she'll do a +1 damage and have advantage on this. So she's going to do 220 KH1. She'll have 2 stamina points now. So spend 1 to debilitating strike. +4 + D4. +2 from flanking. +1 more D20 from being prone. So many dice. He with a 25, that'll be a heavy hit. Her quarterstaff, I believe, just deals 1 damage. Oh no, it is an impact weapon. Okay, cool. Whoa, okay. So she's going to deal 2 base damage, 1 more for the heavy, 1 more for impact, 1 more for the passive. I think she might just try to take this away. Beat him into the dust with her quarterstaff. Although, as she is slamming down, as she like leaps forward into the air and slams her quarterstaff down on this guy that is like backed into the corner, you see that when he reaches this point, something snaps in him as he just lets out a massive scream that causes like the entire tower to rumble and shake. As things actually begin to like fall down from the ceiling. This room has suffered so much damage. I need everybody to make me a charisma saving throw and also a physical saving throw to avoid falling debris and also the he's using like a massive AoE intimidate. And so I'll roll for the goblins as well. This is going to collectively represent the soldiers. They fail. This is going to collectively represent all the spellblades. They succeed. This is going to collectively represent all of the shamans. And they will succeed. This one will be for Snarl. He will succeed. And the rest of you may all make your saves. I also need to roll for Mikaela and Ash. This is Mikaela. And this is Ash. Okay. So they succeed. Cool. So just the soldiers, I think are intimidated. Yeah. So they are.
Okay, 19 physical, 17 charisma.
Okay. Oh yes, and also all the saves for that. I'm gonna collectively roll 1 physical save because they all have the same modifier for all of the enemies. They will fail. You are going to see all of them take 3 points of damage. The DC for the charisma save is 13.
Fuck.
And Grol is fine. Oh, I see why you said that. Okay, anyone that fails by 10 also is rattled and cannot move closer. And it's impossible to fail by 15 unless you have a negative charisma. So, did anybody beat the save against being intimidated?
I don't think. I think, like, let's see. I got a 7, so it's a fail by 5, but not by 10, so I think I'm just intimidated.
Cool, just intimidated. Alright.
Spring is rattled.
So you can't. So you're not frightened, which means that you don't have to run away, but you cannot move closer to him. You're in melee right now, so that's fine. But if you do back up, then that will change things.
Yep.
And I believe Mikaela and Ash both passed. Because the DC on the charisma was 13. And then
Now the
on
physical save.
same DC is 13.
Ooh, no, failed that too.
Okay, so you'll take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. I'll roll for Mikaela, she's fine, and I'll roll for Ash, who is not fine. And will take 3 points of damage. And Bless is gonna end like after this run anyway, but it'll matter actually. 1d20 plus 4 plus d4. Bless stays up. So many dice. Massive thing as he reaches bloodied health. Cool. That was Mikaela's 1-2 action points. I think she's just going to. She didn't get rattled by that. And seeing everybody get hurt, she's like, yes, this guy must die here and now. And she'll roll with just normal advantage now. Plus 4 plus d4. And she has one. That is another heavy hit. I think. Yeah. So that'll be 2 base damage. 1 from impact. 1 from heavy. 1 from staff.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna spend her last action point to try one final time.
Put up.
Put
up.
Yep.
Does Hunter's Mark proc for every heavy hit or just the ones that we get? Like
only
me and
the ones,
the
only
ones
the ones
that
that
have
the
the
person who's got the
feature.
hunter mark on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Only the hunters.
Yeah.
Only the hunter whose mark it is. So if Spring marked someone and you hit them, that would not count.
Right.
And one last thing, that'll miss. King Grol is on his last legs. The allies, hearing the castle effectively starting to be brought down on itself, are going to book it out of there. They are going to trust that you guys know what you're doing. Round 11 will begin. And as you guys hear all of that, you hear like I'm gonna hold on to that actually. But something else is happening in the castle. Blast reaches turn 0. It is no longer active. Spring, you're up. Tonē, you heal.
Is
We
the
heal now or
king
at the
currently
At the
exposed?
start. The king is currently.
Oh, okay.
I didn't roll for the exposed actually. I think did I? I don't remember if I did, so I'm gonna say that it failed.
Cool. Then I'm gonna spend all 4 AP on a single dagger attack.
It'd be so funny if you just shanked him
I'm gonna
the way
do
that he
the
died.
same thing at the same time,
Awesome.
so we can kill them together.
Yes. So you can, if you're using all 4 action points, it's he is prone and exposed. So that's 3d20s base. So you can roll 7 d20s if you want to absolutely demolish this, absolutely ensure a crit.
Well, ensure doesn't. It's not likely with my current luck.
4 action points.
I'm gonna
brings you up to
spend
7
1
d20s.
HP. I'm gonna spend 1 HP to make it
Yep, no
extra
crit.
strong.
Okay,
Missed.
8 d20s. Oh my goodness.
That's
Crit
only a normal
fish,
hit
no.
too, isn't it?
Still no crit, even with HD20.
21 will be actually a heavy hit, which I think would deal enough damage to kill him. But roll your thing, Tonē.
How many I get to roll?
3 base.
I'm gonna spend 1 HP to do more damage and 1 HP to do an extra D20. With a 1. How many do I roll? Sorry.
3 as a base. Anything else you're doing, you decide what you're doing. But he's exposed and prone, and the normal attack, so you get 3 d20s as the base roll. I mean, honestly, if you guys just want to narrate the end of King Grol, you are welcome to do so, because he's not gonna be able to survive whatever the hell you're gonna do.
Well, his massively high PD says otherwise currently.
One from
Oh, I know.
one
No,
from.
Tony, you're high might, right? Just shove him.
Prone and exposed wouldn't count for shove, but
Yeah.
that would ignore PD.
I think this is. I'm just gonna roll this. 1 plus. No, you said 3 was the base, and then 1 for health, 1 with action point, 2 with action point. So I should have 1 action point left.
Cool.
I don't know why it's plus 2. It should be plus.
Collectively, if you guys are dealing at least a little bit of damage, he does not have enough health to survive. So, just decide how.
It should
decide how he ends.
A 21, and you think he's still flanked, so it would be a 23.
Or something, yeah.
So probably just a combo dagger shank.
Oh, and the dagger I
right
used
under
was
the helmet.
concealable. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we just.
Okay. So, together from both sides, you guys assassinate King Grol in his own castle, and as all this is happening, castle is starting now to get brought down on itself. Do you all begin to run? I assume as much.
If the castle is collapsing, I think we would.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys all begin to flee. The goblins are not going to fight you on this at all. Ash is going to dart out her familiar
Actually,
flying behind her.
before we leave, if I did King Grol have anything of note on him while we were fighting?
I mean, he has the massive magical sword that he's wielding.
I will.
Let's take that.
Can I make some sort of check to grab that sword as we're running?
I'm gonna say no check required. That has been his main thing, so I'll say you're allowed to just take that.
Yay!
Cool.
Tony did have 1 last AP to grab it with, as well.
Yeah. Whoever wants to take that can take that. Cool.
Yeah, we definitely take it.
You guys can hear the sound of stones falling, and sounds of people, other goblins screaming as they're trapped in the castle. It is collapsing. The stairwell has gone down. You see a couple of them jumping through windows and stuff. As you all sprint out of the collapsing Castle Cragmaw, with a massively successful siege. Who knows what will happen in the aftermath of this? But Tony, as you are running away, can you make me a spell check, please? And Bless has run out.
Right. 18.
18, okay. As you are running away, you see all of this stuff collapsing from one of the higher rooms that was above King Grol's throne room. You sense something that is extremely off-putting to you as you feel a throbbing in the center of your forehead. And you see a fairly large, actually, shard of black rock with yellow coloring, as the thing kind of collapses and falls into the rubble.
Do I see it fall? And is it destroyed, or is it?
It's somewhere in the castle. You could come back to find it. You could. Oh, hold on, I'm being called. Damn it! 1 second.
Okay.
And here we go. So, as everything is collapsing around you, you have memorized in your mind the location of where that black rock was when the castle collapsed. And you also see, just kind of out of the corner of your eye, a kind of drow-looking rogue with a hood and a cloak covering them, smiling with glee as they have a paper in their hand as they dart off into the darkness of the forest. And
is the rogue the one that I saw him talking with in the room with Gundren?
Yep, certainly. And I'll go ahead and move over to the rogue map.
So it wasn't a witch, it was a rogue.
you can catch her. You have like you're faster.
But she's sneakier.
That, and she's also on the other side of the castle. I have to go around half of it.
Yep. And
Yeah, but if
also
we could
there.
see it, then you could
Only
chase
cost
it.
you like 2 AP. You know.
I'm going to say there are a number of features at play that I won't disclose that would prevent her from being tracked or caught, actually. And also
She's our
board,
next BBEG. We can't just catch her immediately.
So she escapes from there. Something in her possession. Cragmaw Castle is brought down. Or at least partially. No, like literally, I have reasons. She's a spellcaster. She can do teleportation things. You cannot track her past a certain distance. And beyond that, you guys are fleeing a castle with a bunch of other goblins, with literally an army that is doing the same thing. There is too much chaos here for you guys to have any sort of organized chase. And not to mention there are hostages that need to be coordinated and saved. So you guys all escape under the you got brain. You guys all escape from the collapsing castle, reunite with your team and the members of hostages that you saved some distance outside of the forest. I'll go ahead and just move the X kind of over there. As you guys kind of like breathe a sigh of relief, you are done with this nonsense. Not nonsense, but you're done with this. You see the raid was a brilliant success on all of your parts. Silvar will come to personally congratulate all of you, and will drop off we'll say like 20 gold pieces to each of you for your great aid on this day. And yeah, with that, so there's that. Yeah, so with that, he and his team will take some of the hostages from the castle out from the area. Gundren kind of wakes up from his bindings, then sure, like Spring would have like run around and saved him from the rubble. As he just kind of like groggily comes to, he looks around like in fear and then relief, and then will thank you profusely for helping him and saving him from the goblins. And we'll talk to you and say what happened to him and tell you the story on the way back to the city of Phandelver. So as you kind of just like are gonna gloss over the travel back, do you guys do have anything you'd like to do kind of as we end this off and are gonna start back up again in Phandelver next time?
Yes. Awake would like to, with Tony's help, of course, examine that sword the King Grol had.
Cool.
Yes.
I will drop what it can do in the chat at a later time. But basically, it's a sword that can cast a number of spells through it. One of them is like the Scion Grapple. One of them is Command, and one of them is Psychic Fear. And there's another one I can't remember. And this thing has, I think, 3 charges per day that you can do on one of the spells. So it's
What happened to details later?
More specific details, sorry. It's a magic sword.
Yes.
Anyways. You are correct. Details later. Anything else?
Nope. Spring is helping on a cart after all that burst of speed running he did earlier.
Yeah. Honestly, I do have an idea now, but honestly, I'll have to talk to you about that later because it's not something like we're all
Cool. Understood.
Yeah.
With that, then, we'll go ahead and move to the intermission page as we're going to sign off. I have been Lord Gob, the DM of this campaign, and Awake.
I've been Jaku. As always, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.
Destroyer.
Bye, chat.
And Tonē, or Blakcat.
Yeah, this is Blakcat. Don't forget the silent Q.
And that's a wrap.